Welcome back to Trey's Auto. I'm Trey, and here's a look at a 2025 Mazda 3 hatchback in the Premium Plus trim. Mazda 3 debuted in the U.S. in 2004. We are currently on the 4th generation. The current generation offers a sleek and bold design. At the front of the Mazda 3, you'll notice we've got the Mazda logo in the center, we've got a black plastic grille, and we have LED headlights. On the lower valance, you'll notice some black trim, as well as the mirrors. The 18-inch black painted aluminum wheel, 215 on the width, 45 on the sidewall. We have a moonroof as an option, which is very nice. And you'll notice a black spoiler, which also gives it very nice characteristics. At the back of the Mazda 3, you'll notice we have the Mazda symbol in the center, Mazda 3 on the left with the all-wheel drive logo, which is all-wheel drive is standard on the Mazda 3 and all Mazda products. We have turbo on the right with the Sky Energy above it. The lower bumper is painted black. I would like to see the windshield wiper tucked up underneath the rear spoiler to kind of hide it. 2025 Mazda 3 hatchback has an overall length of 175.6 inches, a width of 70.7 inches, and a height of 56.7 inches. There's an overall wheelbase of 107.3 inches. Under the hood of the 2025 Mazda 3, you have a 2.5 liter Skyactiv G dynamic pressure turbo engine, mated to a 6-speed Skyactiv drive automatic transmission. It has electronically controlled manual shift, sport modes, and paddle shifters as well. The Mazda 3 also comes with a base engine with a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine. Current turbo model has 250 horsepower and 320 pound-foot of torque. The non-turbo model has 191 horsepower and 186 pound-foot of torque. Once again, all-wheel drive is standard. In the hatchback, you push the button underneath the Mazda logo. It is electronic, no power liftgate, and here's our trunk space, which is not bad for the size vehicle. Looking at 20.1 cubic feet of space, and now if you put the rear seats down, you're looking at 47.1 cubic feet of space. Under the floor in the hatchback, you do have a spare tire. It's very accessible. Now in the second row, there's a button right here. Push it, and they do go almost completely flat, which is really nice and gives you some extra space. On the rear door, you do have some hard plastic. It's black, and then some red trim. It's some soft touch with it mixed in with some hard plastic, which is not bad and really pretty. Accents well together. Here's the rear window controls and our door handle. Moving around to the red leather. It's really pretty, and it goes well with the polymetal gray. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know how you like this color combination. Have some space in the rear of the door for some small objects, nothing too big, but it is a small car. Sitting in the rear of the Mazda 3, you do have a good amount of leg room for the size vehicle. You're looking at 35.1 inches, and I'm 6'5" and pretty comfortable in it. Here is a rear seat pocket. No driver's seat rear pocket. As far as headroom goes, with the moonroof, it does kind of tighten it down a little bit, so you are a little cramped, but not bad at all. And I am pretty comfortable in the back seat and could ride for some distance. Rear vents are not an option with the Mazda 3. On the driver's door, you do have some more storage area for like a sandwich or something, maybe a bottle of water. Here is some glossy black right at the window controls, our mirror controls, and our door locks. You're looking at Bose audio, which is really nice. And the red and black color combination goes around and around to the dash as well. And it's really pretty and really gives the car nice characteristics. You can get power driver's seat only. Here is the Mazda key with the Mazda logo on this side, and this side's blank, and then you have lock, unlock, and then the horn button. To access the key, if the battery would ever die, there's a trigger right here, you open there, and there is a key to get in the door if need be. And it locks down like that. To start the Mazda 3, put our foot on the brake, push the button. We have our miles per hour cluster on the center. On the left we have our tachometer, then on the right we have our water temperature and our fuel gauge. We do have a outside temperature gauge and our distance to empty, which is really nice. You go back. On the steering wheel we have the Mazda logo in the center. We have volume controls and source controls along with Bluetooth on the bottom. Over here we have our cruise control settings with our adaptive cruise control, our to set and resume, and then we have our lane keep down here. There is a button for info on the steering wheel. Press that and we can go through some different drive information. We can do a digital miles per hour gauge, which is nice, and then it goes back to our regular one. As far as the infotainment screen goes, you're looking at a 10.25-inch screen with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto capabilities. Now in the Premium Plus and Turbo models, touchscreen availability is an option. Now if you go down in trims, you get an 8.8-inch screen with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but no touchscreen availability. If we go down, we have dual zone climate control, we have heated seats, we have heated steering wheel. Very nice features. Now we can control our temperature there. We have our fan speed here, and then we have AC and defrost settings there. We go, there's our push button again, then we go down and we have a wireless charging pad. There's two cup holders. Pretty nice side and pretty easy access to get to. Here's our shifter. Let's put the vehicle in reverse. We have a very nice reverse camera with trajectory lines and a 360 camera. Now one good feature about the Mazda 3, if I put it in drive, you also have a front-facing camera with 360 as well. Here's the control center for the infotainment screen on the Mazda 3, and it is glorious. Very easy access. We can toggle around left and right, up and down, and then left and right again, twice. There is our button for our navigation. We do have a nav card in this Mazda 3 Premium Plus model. Then we have a return button where it goes back on the screen to where we started at. We have a home button. We have the music button. If we hit that, we have FM, AM, Sirius XM, and Bluetooth connectivity. Here's our volume button. All the hands linked away. And here's our favorite button as well. And right beside us we have a park and brake, and we have an auto hold feature. And here's our sport modes right here. We can turn it on and off there. There's our center console in the Mazda 3. It opens a bunch of different ways in the options. You have two USB-C ports. You have a little divider, I guess, if you have a passenger and you don't want your things touching each other, then you can put that in some way, I guess, like that, or not. But that's a good amount of storage in there, and it's very easy to access. And here's our switch for the lights, and then here's our moonroof switch. Get a little sun today. You can close it back like so. On the left side by the driver's door, you have some different features here. You have the camera button. You hit that and the front-facing camera turns on. I would like to see that a little closer to the infotainment screen itself. Kind of an odd place, but it is what it is. Here we have our parking sensors. We have our traction control, and then we have our memory seat settings, which is a real nice feature to have. 2025 Mazda 3 Premium Plus Hatchback Turbo comes right in at $38,810 price-wise. Now, in the compact market, this is right there in line with the competition with all the features this car has, and to me, it's pretty fair. Let's get behind the wheel and see how it handles. I'm really interested to see how this turbo does. Alright, so let's take a drive in this 2025 Mazda 3 Hatchback Turbo and see how it does. With this turbo engine, it really should have a lot of power, and I'm expecting to see that performance-wise out of it. Now the Mazda 3 is an interesting animal as far as it's not as big as a seller as like the Toyota Corolla, Nissan Altima, and that's kind of, it's always been a pondering question to me, is why it doesn't sell as good, because as far as performance and features and styling, the car is, in my opinion, at least up to par with them, if not above. As far as the handling goes, the car handles great, it turns well, and we'll get on this turbo here in a minute and see how it accelerates. I feel like the Mazda 3 gets overlooked on the market for some reason. I mean, their biggest seller is the CX-5, and that really does sell very well. The Mazda 3 not so much, but not for lack of trying. The vehicle feels very in control, and just turns very nice, no body roll. You're low to the ground, but it doesn't bother me at all, it being a small sedan. I like how you can control the radio from the toggle and really don't have to raise your arm at all. Just give it a little power. Just phenomenal acceleration. I mean, you really have a lot of power. It being a small car, I know it's only 250 horsepower, but that really does tremendous for this size vehicle. And you're really having some good acceleration, and the transmission performs flawlessly. The way the back of the seat kind of hugs your back, it's just overall the comfortability is outstanding. Like if the car got more attention, then it would probably outperform itself as far as sales go. I understand that the market is kind of moving away from sedans and everything's going to be crossovers and trucks, but I feel like there's still a taste out there for a good handling sedan or hatchback vehicle. To me, it says a lot when the biggest negative I can say about the Mazda 3 is where they put the button to access the front-facing camera, which to me is absolutely moot point. The 2025 Mazda 3 hatchback is really a phenomenal vehicle. The fit and finish and quality that Mazda brings to the table is really outstanding. The car driving dynamics are superior to me and really outperforms the competition, in my opinion. I really hope you enjoyed today's video of the 2025 Mazda 3 Hatchback Premium Plus Turbo. Please do me a favor and subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button and also hit that bell for notifications on all the content we have coming out in the future. Thanks a lot. Have a great one.